Hi everybody, good morning and welcome back to Bearing Bipolar, where I do talk about my life experience before, during, and after my bipolar diagnosis. So I realized I was talking a lot about my dad, my humor that comes from my dad, which follows the lineage from my grandfather. Really, that's the Marquez side, where I get that from. But my mom, she's, from Guam. That's probably where I get the setup from. She's really intelligent. She has had to be resourceful. She's methodical, she's analytical. And then she has this, like with her family, amazing energy. And it's so fun to be with her. Anytime I'm with her, I have a great day. So it's so fun to be with her, and she has like a quiet love. So she likes to do like sneaky good deeds, but she doesn't necessarily need a thank you or anything of that nature. She just wants to give. So that really makes up my mom. But she is a true islander. So she doesn't care if there's 20 people in line. She's going to be looking for her coupon for her $30 shirt that she picked out, to the point where like the guy is just like, I'm just going to give you 15%. There's like a string hanging on there. So she'd be like, okay, and take off with her 15%. If we were in a restaurant, and she saw like a salt and pepper shaker, the first thing she'll go is, ooh, like that's nice. And then of course, try to put it in her purse. I'm gonna be like, put it back. We have like 12 of those. You do not need any more. So she would go ahead and do that. But my mom, I just, I love her so much. And she's probably watching these videos and she's like, what about me? She was the one that I did stay with, Monday through Friday. And then my dad would be every other weekend. So, my mom would definitely tell me like, listen, early on, I'm not going to be able to help you with your homework. So make sure you're asking all the questions that you can while you're in class, and I'll give you $5 for every A. I was like, hell yeah, I'm going to be straight A student. So, that kind of followed me everywhere that I went. And I wasn't necessarily a nerd. Like I hung out with really fun people, but I was that girl that people would go up to and be like, shit, I forgot my homework. Like, can you help me? Can I copy? And I'd be like, yeah, I mean, you can copy, but you're dumber than me. So get a couple of those questions wrong. I'm just trying to make it authenticious for you. So definitely I was that girl. And a lot of it came from my mom. So yeah, I just, wanted to say a little bit about her, a little background of where I get that from. I do get creative, energy from that side as well. I mean, my uncle, he's, been singing forever. If you, go to San Diego, you'll find them at different spots, usually like near the beach, because it's more like Islander style. But he was in a band when I was really, young, called the Copycats. And then he went on to, when the band started breaking up and doing their own thing, he was like, I'll just do my own thing. And he has this like contraption that he works with his feet to bring the other, musical instruments in. So his voice is amazing. But yeah, there's a lot of, middle class, like teachers and, things like that. And I do have, all social statuses in my family. So, we do have your middle class, and then there are people in that side of my family who, make a little bit more money. And so, yeah, and have that, that really like Republican view to the point where I kind of sometimes I have to like settle things. But then I'll kind of be like, I'm so done with Facebook. Like, I don't even want to go through it, especially now that there's so much freaking Hollywood news and ads that you have to scroll through, and the analytics, you get like the same person. Like I have a huge family. I don't want to see the same person's post or scroll, for 25 minutes. I don't got time for that. So I did send Zuckerberg a DM that was pretty much like, I know you've probably been told this a million times, but can you chill, with the ads and the celebrity news? Probably nothing will happen from that, but it made me feel better. So yeah, that's a little bit about my mom's side. And that I think is just something you have to know to truly understand where I come from. Same thing with my stepmom's side. I didn't really explain much, but from my stepmom's side, I mean, gangs didn't really impact us, like me, my cousins, because we grew up, where they wanted to stop that, right? It stopped with us. And then we wanted to change the course for our kids. So like, that's why her younger sister was a pediatrician, and I work for a Fortune 500 company, and my daughter, my sister works with a pharmacist. My daughter's studying to be a vet. She actually doesn't want to be a general practice vet though. She learned she didn't really like that. She wants to work with exotic animals or maybe like zoology. She may be a forever student like my aunt, but she will get it done in some way, shape, or form. So so that's just a little bit about my Guam side. My stepmom's side, that's really where the Latin comes out in me. So if I do get pissed, I might have grown up differently, but if I get pissed, it's coming out. So you do not want to piss me off. That's for sure. And that's how this all came about, is just having my grandma's like temper, like the fire, man. You did not want to mess with her. Like, she was the most kind person, but she was a people person, and she did not like if you came at her with something that she doesn't believe in. It didn't matter if you're family or not, she's going to tell you how she feels. So she's just an inspiration. She really is. She was really the one who came to me and was like, Jen, like, you need to take more risks. Like, you need to be more of a risk taker. Cause to be honest, I haven't. Like, I always have been like protective of myself, and it may be that I have this disease. So I always kind of wanted to, be there, but not be there when it came to like work and stuff. And then with my family, I would just let loose and then just be like an open book for them. So yeah, that's, a little bit more about my family, just something I wanted to talk about this morning, not really having a whole lot to do with bipolar. But you are, I feel like you are your family. So having that background, and having that experience with all of them is what gave me the support that I need. Yes, publicly I got some DMs and some comments and like, thank you so much for talking about it, or I joined NAMI because of you. But really, being an inspiration for my family, and who I am, sticking to who I am, that's one of the most important things to me. And really, I don't really have friends, because if you're friends with me, you're my family. Like, if I trust you, if I let you in, then you're in. So yeah, thank you guys so much for letting me join you this morning. I love you. Bye.